Hello and welcome to this episode of TrishRockTV and Energy Shift, changing energy, shifting perceptions. This week, our gorgeous special guest is Teresa Gratkowski. Teresa's background is fashion, and after 20 plus years working in this competitive industry, she became unhappy with its disposable nature and detrimental effects on the environment. She started her own business, Pacific Breeze Australia, in 2004, designing swim cover-ups for women, filling a gap in the marketplace for timeless and versatile garments that flatter a woman's shape whilst giving flexibility in coverage options. Business turned a corner after a customer sent in a photo of herself wearing her swimwear cover-up to a wedding. She had tied it into a fitted strapless dress style and she looked fabulous. Now, Teresa and her business partner, Wayne, are producing their own unique fabric prints, versatile cover-up garments, and wearable art scarves. A major catalyst for this new direction was a long-held yearning to create quality pieces that would enhance a woman's existing wardrobe and look stunning year after year, no matter what it was currently in fashion. Timeless items that enrich the life of the wearer and end the bane of many women, a wardrobe full of clothes and nothing to wear. Teresa helps you discover how the clothes you wear can lift your energy and help you live a better life in every area. It is my great honour and pleasure to introduce my beautiful and wise friend, Teresa. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Trish. Hello. Hi, everyone.
Oh, what a brilliant story, and you know, such motivation, really caring for not only the planet here with fashion that stays usable and relevant for years and years, but you know, helping that age-old problem of nothing to wear in the wardrobe.
No. Yeah. And my wardrobe's 80% black. And black's never a good colour to wear just on its own.
No, it's not. And I got told that black's not on my colour chart either. But you know, we tend to, especially if we're not the size we want to be, and we want simplicity, we tend to just buy black. But then, you know, being on film or even in photos or whatever, yeah, it's not the most flattering colour.
No, but you know what? It's a great basis for a pop of colour, like what you're wearing and what I'm wearing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, so let's get started and tell us a little bit about how you were led to create Pacific Breeze. I know we heard a bit of it in the bio. But tell us how you were led to create that company and explain what you create, produce, and sell.
Okay. So, you know, I was over being in the fashion industry. It's so cutthroat and you just had to keep churning out new styles all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember going to a shop to buy some clothes, and I really buy clothes because, you know, I'm in the industry. And what was in fashion was ruffles and sort of the colour, that onion skin colour, sort of beigey, pinky beige, and none of them suited me. And I'm going, what the? So it sort of got me thinking. But I'm thinking, what could I do that's not fashion? And a girlfriend said to me, Teresa, you know what's missing? There's a gap between, you know, sarongs and caftans. So when you're at a party, pool party, barbecue, and you're getting out of a pool, you don't want to get dressed. You've got your swimmers on, and it's a vulnerable item to wear, you know. It's sort of like underwear in a way. And if you're conscious, you want to cover up, but you want to look sexy at the same time.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And I personally, I love caftans, but I don't suit them. You know, I just sort of feel they're just too much fabric for me. And then there was overshirts, and then the sarongs, they weren't shaped to fit our curves. No. The sarong is straight, it's a rectangle, and we've got curves. Yeah. So when you tie a sarong, they're not as big and it falls to the biggest part of you. So I shaped them because my specialty is looking at a body and making the pattern to fit beautifully.
Right.
So you can't put a straight lines around a curvy object.
No.
You know. So yeah, I put shape in the sarongs, and I made one that ties up at the top and ties at the bottom. This is the one that the woman wore to the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the more I played with them in front of the mirror, the more ways you could wear it. So really versatile, and it doesn't go in and out of fashion.
Yeah.
And it was in lots and lots of limited edition colors. So, and women loved that. And yeah, and things turned when women were wearing them, not just over their swimmers. They'd say to me, Teresa, this is too good to just to wear to the beach.
That's a real compliment, isn't it, for your passion and your designs?
Yeah, so I always kept an ear out to my audience, you know, to the women that would buy my things and find out what they wanted. And then I would modify my designs, and for that reason I added silk into the mix.
Yes.
So that would enable them to wear them to work even and out at night.
Yeah.
As well as to the beach if they chose. So that's how it all started. And they don't go in and out of fashion.
No. Oh, it's an incredible adventure, and it hasn't stopped yet. But, you know, that's a brilliant thing. And I think the other thing is that, you know, women don't want to have to buy a whole lot of different things either. I know, you know, this beautiful one that I've got from you is, it just has so many different ways that I can use it to not just change an outfit, I guess, but just to
enhance, to add some energy.
To add some energy. That's the other thing. There's, you know, beautiful. They feel good when they're on, not just the silk because it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got an energy with it, and yeah, I have found. Even just watching your videos and watching the other people who are wearing these beautiful garments, there's so many ways that people can wear them. It's amazing.
There are, and hence I did the videos because people do get confused. Like, it's easy for me because I've literally done it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, the good thing about a video is you can stop, start, and do each action.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're going to be showing people at towards the end of the interview a few different ways that they can wear these garments of yours. So, you know, we all have challenges in life, and especially when we're in business, they seem to amplify. It's a business is personal growth. It means the same thing to me. But we all have challenges, and I'm sure you are no exception. Would you like to share some of your wobbly moments, how you overcame them, and how it's made you a stronger person, not just in life, but in your vision of your business as well?
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm a private person, and I don't tend to announce on social media what I'm going through. Because people's like say, oh my gosh, you're doing so well, everything's great. I'm going, oh yeah, you know, that's like 1%.
Yeah.
Because for that reason, but it's like sometimes it's good to share. But you know, even though I don't want to be on a negative trail with all the woes, because they do pass.
Yeah.
And there's a saying in Polish that I live by, and it's translated. It says, "There is nothing bad that happens that doesn't turn out for the good."
I love that.
And
yeah,
I know. And you know what? I've been through lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Crap, actually. and it's all turned out for the good. Yeah. It's amazing. And one really wobbly moment that I'll tell you about was in 2015 when I had a huge cancerous tumor removed from my hip area. It was like this. It was the size of like a small grapefruit.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was malignant.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, we can't offer you chemotherapy because it's a rare tumor. It was a sarcoma, a specific type. And it's like, oh, we haven't developed a chemo for that sort of thing yet, and it doesn't work. The ones we have don't work. And I went, well, that's okay, because I wasn't going to go for that anyway. You know, I watched my friend sadly pass away from all the chemos and the radio. It's like...
Yeah, it's often more, you know, worse to the body.
So, but each to their own, and I'm sure for some people they do work and it's wonderful, but, you know, I just did my own research. They did offer me radiotherapy, and I knew really not much about radiotherapy, except what it did to my friend, which wasn't fabulous, because it cooks you from the inside out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does its job, I suppose. It kills everything in the area, because the scary thing is to make sure there's no stray cancer cells floating around to do more damage for you. So the trick here was research and asking questions. For me, the answers were in the questions.
Yeah.
So when I said to my specialist, so as I sit here today, you've taken out my tumor, what are the chances that I'm 100% cancer free? And he said 70%.
Yeah.
And I heard that, my energy heard it as 95%.
Oh, I love that.
You know, it's like, yes, you know. But you know what that led me to do? I went to see this alternative type of doctor, 1 foot in the medical field, 1 foot in the natural field, which isn't alternative. It's what should be mainstream, nature.
Yes.
He said, that's all well and good, it's out and all that, but you've got to ask yourself, why did you get it in the first place? Why didn't your immune system deal with it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I never thought to think that. Because it is the job of the immune system to keep us all in check. So you know what happened? I after more research, I ended up doing a detox in Thailand, a full cleansing, because what resets your immune system? Detox together with colonics. So I did that for, I had 11 colonics straight, all in a row, and no eating, and it resets your immune system.
Wow.
And my gosh, after day 5, I felt amazing. Well, I started to feel amazing. The first 3 or 4 days, I felt terrible because all the toxins are moving around. But and I've been going back every year ever since, annually. So there's always a light at the end of everything. Nothing's really a death sentence. And you know, my belief is death isn't the worst thing that can happen to someone.
Well, yeah. And look, the quality of our questions, and this is, big for me as well, the quality of our questions is what brings the answers. And I love that. And I've also got the picture of, whenever any of us are going through the mud, which is a natural course of life, there's always contrast. Whenever we're going through the mud, we always emerge like a beautiful lotus ready for the next step, and everything that we've been through is always perfect to lead us to where we are now. And that experience for you probably helped you ask better questions in everyday life and in all areas of life too, and because you are now running on 100% health and obviously looking after yourself so well, that brings more connection and inspired ideas too.
Absolutely. And it makes you realize that health is 100%, not business, health and relationships. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. And so what inspires you daily to keep the flow of your business and life? It will have, it's all tied in, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. All sorts of objects around me. I'm inspired. Like, I'm really creative, and I really got to get disciplined and ground myself to do the boring stuff.
Oh, as a creative, that's a real
continual challenge. It's like, I don't want to do my financials.
I just want to make something.
Yes, create. But what I've started doing lately, I'll show you the thing I'm wearing today. It's from a photo I took of a power shell. I'm a New Zealander.
Yes.
And my father used to collect power shells. Us kids would help him around the Wellington coastline.
Yeah.
They were strewn around there after storms and all that. And look, this is one of the power shells that he made. It's actually a bookend holder. It's one of the
beautiful. Yeah,
the
colours in that. It's just amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
Thank you. And it's amazing. Yeah. And the thing is, it's iridescent, which means as a 3D object, that's when it does its magic, because you turn it around and and it captures the light in different ways, and you see different colors each time. So I thought to myself, I wonder if I could capture that as a 2D object effectively.
Okay.
And I had no idea if it would work or wouldn't work. But it did. This is my second attempt at it. My first attempt, I realized that I couldn't include shadows. See, there are shaded areas.
Yes.
The ones that are luminous at a time, and then there's shaded areas for the ones that aren't. So I included them, and they did not look great transferred to a different medium. It's sort of a muddy color.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that didn't work. Let's try again. So it's like, the thing is not to be disappointed and learn from it, and only do tiny, small amounts, so you're not wasting too much money, because it does cost money.
Absolutely.
But to make it affordable, just, keep it small until you get it as right as you can. So this is a lot better.
Yes, and don't give up on the first go, especially if you're really inspired to, and you've got a vision of that in your head. And most of us creators have got a vision of the end product, and then it's just a case of working out what doesn't work and get rid of all of that, and then finally there's the product. It's like the light bulb. Didn't Edison 10,000 times, and then finally he got it.
Exactly. That the trick is never to give up, and there will be despondent moments. I remember one of the crap things that used to happen with me when I'd look for fabrics. This particular fabric, it was too expensive, because you've got to keep the costs in mind to marry up to the end price. And I was so upset, because it's like, I really wanted that fabric. But you know what? After being through crap and pulling in that saying about nothing bad happens, within 3 weeks, I found even better fabric, and it was cheaper.
Of course.
So it's like, so now I'm really mindful of that.
Yeah.
So and when I'm experimenting, same thing. It's like, okay, that didn't work. How can we change it so it does work?
Absolutely. And I think in any business, that really is the key, is to not give up. And for anybody who's in early years of their business watching this, it can be very heartbreaking when something doesn't work, when you've really got your heart set on it, and you can feel like a failure, but it's really only, I see failure as not giving it another go. So, just keep on going if you've got a vision. And, you're a great example of that, because, these products that you make are very unique. And, you can just tell when you see them that they were a vision that you had. And, that doesn't come about just like that, although some of them might have. But on the whole, it's taken a little bit of experimenting along the way.
It just things catch my eye. For example, this amethyst crystal of mine is like, oh, how cool would this be as a large format print on a silk scarf, a versatile one? And it's like, so that's sort of currently in the making at the moment.
I've got goosebumps. So I guess
fingers crossed it'll look as spectacular as it does in my head.
I'll be ordering one of those. Oh dear. So with your business, it's evolving all the time, but where do you see Pacific Breeze in the future?
Well, Wayne and I have sort of branched off as we're doing more of these unique things, because Pacific Breeze was just, I wasn't producing my own fabric, right? I was just buying generic prints and plains. So that's sort of Pacific Breeze, and it's really swim cover up, still stretchies and the silk things like what you're wearing. Yes. Now, Wayne was playing a bigger part in helping design fabrics, like for example these lovely wings scarves. They're very symbolic.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Thanks. So we decided to sort of start our own label, and he suggested I do it under my name.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, really, is my name okay to do that with? So we decided, okay, because if we're going to do, we want to sell many to one, like wholesale more, and people tend to do business with people. They don't do
Absolutely.
business. They're not going to do business with Pacific Breeze Australia, the company. You know, they want to do business with a person.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so we're both joined up, you know, in a bigger way, producing our own unique prints. And that's where all the crystal scarves will come into play. I've also see this lapis ball.
Yeah.
I've had this for a while, and I've taken macro photos of it, and there'll be a scarf in that.
Oh, beautiful.
Like 7 basic ones. I'll show you this one. This is
It's amazing.
This is labradorite.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Incredible.
yeah, so that'll be one of them. So that will be under the Teresa Gratkowski label.
Wow. They're just
whatever
so
we do-
unique. They're just so unique. I mean, I don't think I've seen crystal designs the way you're going to do them anywhere.
Well, you know what? Even if others do them, what you do yourself will always be different to everything else.
Absolutely.
Because no one's you.
Yeah, that's it. Because your eye for detail and what you've got visioned in your head is your unique styling. So, I love that you're branching out into the unique designs as well. So, yeah.
And they'll remain versatile. That's the big thing, you know, to enhance your wardrobe, because how you feel impacts your whole life, impacts your relationships with everyone, your energy. And of course, we know energy is everything.
Yes.
Every color has its own vibration.
Yes.
So it's like, it's good to know. I've actually hooked up with Cardine from Embrace Empowerment. She knows all her stuff about color.
Yeah.
So I'm learning lots and incorporating all that info about color, and how it can enhance our lives. And even, you know, I'll tell you a trick, even if you don't suit a certain color. So say yellow is for happiness and joy, and it's uplifting. Now, I don't suit yellow, but here's a little secret. If you want more to inject more of happiness and joy and fun and sunshine into your life, wear it under your clothes. Wear it as underwear.
Yeah.
or have something underneath, you know, and you'll still get the benefit of it.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I love that. And, you know, with the colour, I think people like to wear colour, but to have enough colour in the wardrobe to look different week in, week out is difficult. So people can have a wardrobe just with blacks, white, brown, just with some plain items, your foundational items, and then have 5 or 6 of your beautiful garments just to really mix it up for a whole, I was going to say a whole season, more than a whole
season. It's really more. Just chop it up, and it's great for travel too. And it looks like you're wearing something different. Like I've got this really plain, it's a 3/4 sleeve black top. You know, I thought to myself as I put it on, how old is this now? 10 years old.
Wow.
Literally, it's 10. Yeah. Sure, I haven't worn it every day and all that stuff, and I do mix it up with others, but it's not going in and out of fashion, which is fabulous. But and I'll throw something on top with a spot of color. When you're wearing color, no one tends to remember what you've worn underneath.
No, that's it.
But they do remember the color you're wearing.
And the style of it, because we're going to have a look at all the different styles in a moment of what you do. But just one, this is the Paris vest, but just this one thing, there's like 5 or more different ways that I can wear it. Like I've just got it thrown over here, but like it's just the most beautiful design with feathers. It's just gorgeous. And, you know, have it, I've got it like this today, but you can, so many different ways just to,
actually there's 10 for that one.
10
and women,
incredible.
Yeah, you can even wear it as a sarong as well. So,
yes, I've done that too. So let's have a look at some of your beautiful different designs of the garments, but then you've probably got a few different materials to show us.
So because these were under the Pacific Breeze label, these are not my prints. They're just generic ones, but my supplier has shut shop, so they're no longer available, which, but so I do have a
if
few
people
left.
want them, they can have, you've got some?
Yeah, absolutely, I do. I do.
Yes.
But once they're sold, that's it. It's gone. And, you know, as much as it's a minus, it's also a plus because it means you're not going to bump into someone wearing the same thing.
That's it. You're being unique. So I'll have all the links here for people to get in contact with you and have a look at all the designs.
Wonderful. And the best place is my group, the special
group.
Cover Up and Style group.
And you do videos there too, yeah. So I'll put all the links up for that. So yeah,
I do, and I do some fun little competitions, like send us in a photo of you wearing it and win a voucher. So yeah, actually it was Lorna that won the last one. Yeah. Okay. So I'll show you something. Which this is great if someone looking has got scarves in their wardrobe and thinks I'd like to do something more with them. Here's a little trick. So the scarf must be sort of about 2 meters. Okay, that's if it's shorter than that, it'll be too tight.
Okay. So
we're just going to fold it in half. Maybe I need to step back.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. I should take this off actually. So fold it in half. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. And then
it's such beautiful silk.
Yeah. Grab these 2 ends, right?
Yeah.
And tie them into a knot, right? Just a neat small knot. I'm pulling it from underneath to make sure the knot is nice and small. Then, while you're holding it, find the open ends, open it up. There's your armholes. So then put it on.
Yes. And that's
pull the knot to mid-back to level it out.
Beautiful.
And there we go. We've got a vest.
Yes.
So you can wear it in winter over anything fitted. And don't worry if you're self-conscious about any lumps or anything.
Yes.
Because look, it just skims, it covers.
Yeah.
And in summer, wear those little strappy tops that you'd never wear on their own, but put this on top and flip this out and you've got arm coverage. And you can even tie this into a little knot at the front and it's not going to blow open in the breeze.
Yes. That's often how I'll wear it too. And they're so light and beautiful and comfortable. And the interesting thing with silk is that it's light, but in colder weather it can also be warm. It's just an interesting
Yeah, and actually I was in a rush one day. I was off to a meeting. And this was the last item I put on, and I'll show you what I did. I made a mistake.
Yes.
But I discovered another way to wear it.
Okay.
So I put one arm. I put one arm in. Okay, here, one arm. But I don't know how this happened. I put my head through the other arm.
Right.
And there you go. There's like this top.
Yes.
So I thought, that looks okay. It gives you coverage. Yeah. So so it's just have a play. It's about having a play and finding out different ways to wear it. Yeah. So I've often worn it like this.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that style. I think I've worn this one like that as well because I saw you do it and I'm like, oh, that looks like fun. And you know, it's just something different and it feels good. It feels good.
And that's what it's about. Yeah. When you look good, you feel good, and everything's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's my goal, to help women to feel good.
Yes, with ease.
With ease and comfort. Doesn't matter what your shape.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter what their fashion experience is either, because you know, I'm not a fashionista or an expert on any of that. So to have something really simple that makes it look like I know what I'm doing is really good.
And feel confident.
Yeah.
And I'll give you another tip. If someone out there watching is a speaker, like on stage,
yes,
aqua is the color to wear because that's the throat chakra, right? Which is for communication.
Yes.
So quite often when I'm doing a presentation, I will wear aqua, because subconsciously it says to the audience, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So it just, it just gives that energetic level of being that communicator that you know your stuff. Yeah.
It's a trust
So,
colour, that colour, yeah. It's beautiful, yeah.
yes.
So what other designs do your garments come in? I think you've got 3 different...
All right. I've got my wearable art scarves.
So the one that you've just shown us, that's like this one, it's the Paris scarf?
Yes.
Yes.
It's the Paris scarf. Now, the newest ones, actually, there was another print that I didn't bring out. But I've got lots of prints. They're all available in the group. Actually.
Yes, I've got all the links here for people and they can go and check them out. And I'd highly recommend you go and just have a look at all of them. And they're just stunning, the designs that Teresa's got. And that's the one you're from your shell.
Yes,
yes.
And I've got this one available. This is our newest one. There is another macaw print too that I didn't bring out. Okay. So this is a maxi scarf. Okay, so it's even more versatile.
Okay.
Well, it's just as versatile.
Yeah.
So which means it's just wider.
Okay.
Than the Paris vest that you're wearing that I had on before. But you can wear it just as a lovely long scarf.
Yes.
And that in itself is flattering because it's slimming as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it just draws your eye down.
And it's a pop of colour.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you can wear it as a sarong. Now, because it's too long on its own to wear as a sarong, so what you do is you fold it inwards, about a quarter of it or a third, and then you grab it. Here's another trick to tying a sarong. Do not go all the way to the bottom to tie a knot.
Okay.
Only grab it far enough away from your body to tie a little knot. And you can position it as high or as low as you want.
Wow, that's a great tip, Teresa. Yeah.
I always like it sideways too. So it gives you this flippy bit.
Oh, that's fabulous. Because, I always just grab the corners and it never looks any good.
No, because grabbing corners pulls it all the way up like this. And that's great when you're 16 years old and it's a fabulous body. But and you just tighten it up and then you can put it over your bust and you've got this. So it's really good for the tropical holidays.
So beautiful and so light and easy to pack too. I mean, it's...
Absolutely. A lot of women just wear them on the plane, things like that. So here's another one. I'm just going to twist it around and it'll be a halter neck dress.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's amazing. It's just, it just looks so simple to do and just looks so fabulous.
Yeah, and you can even wear it as a turban, like a headband or a turban, because silk is really light. Yes. And compact. Yes. So, and really, I won't do anything unless it's versatile. Yeah. I'll just say no to it. Yeah. No, I love that one. That's so many styles with that one. That's brilliant. So I'll have all the links here for people. Go and check out your group and all your beautiful designs and really look out for all the new beautiful crystal designs coming. How exciting. Thanks. Now, I am mindful some people are vegan and they don't like the silk, which is fine. So this one's also available in a lovely soft cotton modal. Wow. And that's also a cheaper price point. Yeah. Okay, well that's interesting. I didn't think that you'd have a vegan option in material. I didn't even know that. So that's incredible. That's huge. But also keep in mind, nothing's ever perfect. Right? Yeah. This whole world is perfectly imperfect. Yes. But as much as I respect the whole vegan thing, and I'm certainly a wannabe vegan. Yes. There's also an imperfection going on whereby if you buy lots of man-made stuff like polyesters, yes, those little micro beads, they come off every time you wash your garments. Yeah. And they go into the waterways and they end up inside the fish. Right. And then we end up eating them, the people that eat fish. So there's pros and cons on both sides. Yes, yes. Yeah. So keep that in mind. But all my customers love the silk. Yes. And I'll keep doing that. Yeah, and it is biodegradable. It feels beautiful, and it's easy care. I remember years and years ago, I had actually a silk outfit, and it was back in the 90s or something, and I loved it. But gosh, it was hard to look after, and I think eventually I just didn't wear it because I didn't want to wash it.
And so, you know, it kind of put me off silk for a little while, but this one is so easy care, and it's just
and I won't do things that are dry clean only. I personally don't dry clean anything.
Yeah.
And if it really is a dry clean only item, I won't purchase it.
Yes.
Because dry cleaning, I know that they use fluids and they're toxic and not good for the environment.
Yes. Whereas this is just a rinse. It's just so easy. So, yeah. So thank you so much for coming on to the show. It's always beautiful speaking with you, and you know, sharing your beautiful passion and these beautiful garments and designs and your vision with us all here today. Really exciting things happening for you coming up, and yeah, I just think you're so inspiring and such a shining light to everybody who you speak with. So
Oh, thank you so much, Tricia. Thank you so much for having me. I've really enjoyed it.
Pleasure. So for everyone listening, I've got all the links here. Make sure you check out Teresa's group page and also her website. And remember, some of the items aren't available anymore, so it's only whatever's left. So if you see a design there that you like, make sure you grab it, and keep an eye out. Make sure you join the group, and then you'll get first to be told about these new crystal designs that are coming out.
Yes. Oh yeah. And I've got all the group is the best place to see all my fabrics. They are not on my website because sometimes I've just got one item left of that fabric.
Right.
So, but it is in the group in a photo album there.
Absolutely. And you have all sorts of different giveaways and competitions and different events there on your group. So it's the best place to be. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Teresa. And thank you, everybody, for watching today. I hope this has inspired you to get your creative juices going, and also to perhaps get your wardrobe readjusted so that it's easy, simple, sustainable, and colourful.
Yes.
And energetic. How many more words can I say? So thank you.
Inspiring.
That's it. All right. Thank you, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of TrishRockTV. Thank you. Bye.